All right, Z Flip 4. Is it any good? Is it worth it? Should you buy it? It's a really good bunch of questions. I don't know. Actually, yes, I think it's very good. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I had the Z Flip, I had the Z Flip 5G, the Z Flip 3, the Z Flip now 4, I even had the Motorola Razr 5G. I like these flipping phones. You could call that a pun, I guess. But yes, I like the flip phones. I've always liked them. Of course, I do baby mine. I'm not sitting there like flinging the things open. Every once in a while, I mean, it is fun to kind of slam it closed just to get that old dramatic action out of it like you used to. For those of us who are in our 30s and 40s who actually had flip phones back in the days, 50s even, love you guys. You know, we're hanging it, we're holding it down in the smartphone flip department. Some people don't see the appeal of this. I do, especially now that it has better battery, and that's probably the biggest thing, the biggest upgrade here for most people, because a lot of people really liked the flip phones, especially the Z Flip 3. The Z Flip 3 has by far been the most popular. I think it outsold the Fold 3 like 8-2. Out of every 10 foldable phones that were sold from Samsung, I think 8 of them, 7 or 8, were the flip phones. And I can see why. They made it almost impossible not to get one. They've had such amazing trading deals. If you go to like AT&T, I heard somebody the other day that traded in like an S6 or an S7, and they're giving $1,000 trading credit to get the Z Flip 4. Samsung is on a warpath to try and get as many of these in people's pockets as possible. Why? One, because if you buy a Samsung phone that's a foldable, you're going to be probably locked into a 3-year agreement with your carrier. That's something between you and your carrier. I like to buy mine outright. I don't like to finance, but it's kind of hard. If you know that you want to use a phone like this for 2 or 3 years and they'll give you $1,000 trade-in credit for some old scrub phone you have around the house, that's an amazing deal. I did it last year. I traded in an old phone that was worth nothing, and they gave me the Z Flip 3 for free from AT&T. So yeah, I've done it before because sometimes it just makes sense. Why would I pay $1,000 cash out of my own pocket when I could get $1,000 trading credit for some garbage phone that I'm not going to use anyway? No problem, dude. Here, take this old piece of junk phone. If you want to buy one outright, yeah, it's worth $1,000, especially now that you get the 3700 milliamp battery. You've got the new Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 processor, which gives you better battery life, more power efficiency. I've explained this in other videos. There's a smaller chipset in here than the last one, the Snapdragon 888. That was 2 generations ago processors. This one, the latest and greatest, the most powerful, 30% better battery life, more powerful than the last one. So that means that you're going to get better battery life. What I was seeing with the Flip 3 was about 4.5 hours of screen on time. I call it the sun up to sundown phone, because you pick it up in the morning, you make a coffee, you walk out the door, you go to work. By the time you get home, time to eat dinner, it's ready to go on the charger. This one should give you a little extra staying power. My estimates are about an hour and a half extra screen on time. That puts it about a 5.5, 6 hour battery life on your screen on time. That's a serious contender. That's something that I can use. Also, it's beautiful. It is a beautiful phone, IPX8 water resistance. You get the exterior display here. Also cool because you can use it as a viewfinder. If you want to use the better cameras back here, you can shoot your video and take your pictures. All you have to do is double tap on the power button. It turns this on, and then you can use that. So if you want to take better pictures, you can see yourself. You just press the volume button, snap a picture. That's cool. On the inside, you still have the same camera as last go around, but it's still very capable. The camera setup on here is improved. There's a new, better sensor, so better for low light, better for overall photography, and that's something that I think goes a long way, because a lot of people criticize the Z Flip 3. I think that the Z Flip 3 has a pretty good camera setup, but the thing is the cameras in here are going on about 4 or 5 years old. Not with a new sensor, but yeah, it was time to get a new camera, especially when you're talking about a $1,000 phone. You can't keep limping along with 4 and 5 year old cameras. It just doesn't look good. So they did that, a little bit of upgrade, and that pretty much shored up most of the areas people complain about. The biggest complaints for the Z Flip 3 were battery life, charging speed, and the cameras. And they've also increased the charging speed from 15 watts to 25 watts. So lots of improvements there. I think that it's a worthwhile phone. If you haven't had a flip phone to date, this one right here, this is your Huckleberry. This is going to be the one you want to buy. And the Z Flip 4 has several different colors. They've got the Bora Purple Z Flip 4. They've got it in this white color. You can get the bespoke edition with different colors. You can get it with a different color on the bottom, a different color on the top. They have the pink gold color, the blue color. There's a lot of different options to customize it and set it up the way that you want. So they've even made the hinge a little bit smaller, which is nice. If you're curious about cases and accessories, I'm actually using, this is my Z Flip 3 case. This is a Rinky slim case. It's a clear plastic case from my Z Flip 3. So it is a little bit wider. They did make the aspect ratio a little bit wider, but they haven't really changed the overall footprint of the handset, so the older case will still work, which is nice. So I've even got another one here I'm going to show off. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but I have my silicone case with ring. This is an official Samsung case for the Z Flip 3, and you can see this one fits on here too. So that's just a question a lot of people ask me about. You can use the old case. I think that's great because it saves you money if you're coming over from the Flip 3. If you decided to trade yours in, I got a great deal on mine because when they first did the pre-order stuff, they had it where you could get $900 of trade-in credit for a Z Flip 3. That's just mind-numbingly dumb. I don't know why Samsung would do that. Well, I know why. They're trying to get as many of these in people's pockets as possible. Why? There's not really any competition in the US, and then you've got the Motorola Razr 3 or the Razr 2022, whatever they want to call it. It's not over here in the States yet. So these guys are the only ones with a flip phone in the last 2 years in the US, and they're doing it good. They're doing a good job. High-powered performance, state-of-the-art, latest and greatest chip, stereo sound, IPX8. You got the fingerprint sensor built into the power button, which works great. I'm a big fan of that. So you've got everything that you can ask for here with this phone, and you also get the nice compactness. You can slam it shut. You can open it to answer it, close it to hang up your phone calls. I'm a big fan. I think that they've done a substantial enough job here where it mattered. Yes, they didn't completely revolutionize it. When you go from the Z Flip 5G to the Z Flip 3, oh boy, they changed so much stuff. And a lot of it really addressed a lot of the issues. I think the Z Flip 3 probably just about the most improved phone of last year. You're not going to get that year over year in a new phone. They added some more stuff. You can do smart replies from the exterior screen. You can do voice to text while it's closed with the exterior screen. You can still, of course, navigate through the screen and do stuff. However, it's not like the fully functional one on the Razr, and I'm still waiting on the Razr. When it's going to be available, I can pick up an international model or a US model. It's only available in China right now as of making this video. So I think that's going to be a good phone. If you're hanging on the fence on that one, it might be worthwhile because it is a nice looking phone from everything that I've seen. However, it's not available right now, not available in States, not going to have the carrier compatibility. You get 5G with this one, and their deals out the wazoo. So you can't get $900 trade-in credit anymore for the base model through Samsung. They're giving $700 for the 128, $800 for the 256, and then they're giving up to $900 for the bespoke edition. If you had the Z Flip 3 bespoke edition, you could still get this phone pretty cheap. Even if you were to pay, let's say, $299 for this phone, if they give you $700 for your Z Flip 3, that's still a good deal because most people that got this phone really haven't been too happy with the battery life. And that's one big thing that changed in a big way. They went from a 3,300 milliamp battery to a 3,700 milliamp battery, about 10% improvement there. Plus with the power savings you get with the processor, and it's still a flagship chip. And you get the 120 hertz refresh rate on the screen, which is one of the things that I love the most because you get the nice smooth scrolling and it's great for watching videos, playing games, all that good stuff. So yeah, my initial review of the Z Flip 4, I like it. I think they've done a good job. I'm glad that I have it because you guys know, especially if you were watching my videos last year, the last 2 or 3 years, I love the foldable phones. I love the flip phones. I think that they're great. And I think they made such big progress over the last couple of years that they're finally mainstream and you can have a lot of confidence in going and buying one. And in fact, I didn't have any problems with my Z Flip 3 or my Fold 3 all year. They lasted me all year long with no problems. So also you kind of get that, if you decide you want to upgrade and get the new one, you get that peace of mind of basically restarting with a new phone again. You're good, covered for another year. Also, they made the crease here in the middle of the screen a little bit less visible, a less intrusive. I mean, you can't even see it as well there. You can still see it. It's still there. It's not gone anywhere, but it's less obvious. It's more diminished, kind of shaved down a little bit. And that's good. I think it's more important on the Fold 4, but it's still nice with the Flip 4. Solid phone. And yeah, I like it. Even having paid for this. Again, Samsung doesn't send me anything. They don't even reply to my emails, which, I mean, I can't really say that I'm surprised because I sometimes don't have nice things to say about them. However, today's not that day. I like the Flip 4. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, and please go down in the comment section. I will get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, if you want to see more Flip 4 content, then please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out, which is every single day, sometimes twice a day. I'm a madman. You never know what you're going to get. So that's all I got. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this. It means a lot. And I'll see you guys next time.